Welcome to Haxby Shed and another one in the DIY series. My daughter's recently moved into this house. There was this fitted washing machine. It's a washer dryer. It doesn't wash very well and it doesn't dry very well. Now they have a washing machine they brought with them, so I've just come round to help them swap it over. I'm not a tradesman, this is just DIY. I hope you find it useful. So the washing machine and the dishwasher connect under the sink. We'll have a quick look at that. So there's two cold water connections, this one and this one. One will be dishwasher, one will be washing machine. And the same for the wastes here, this curly flexible pipe. And also there's one coming up the back here you perhaps can't see. But those are the two outlet pipes for the dishwasher and the washing machine. So we'll have to figure out which is which. Now to isolate the water, there's a tap here, there's a red tap, and you just turn it 90 degrees. So to isolate the water to the dishwasher and the washing machine, I'm just rotating this red lever 90 degrees, pushing it away from me there. But actually you find it comes off in my hand, which is pretty typical because nobody put the screw in it to hold it on. But it just pushes back on again. Just have to be a bit careful with it, that's all. Now because this is a fitted washing machine, we need to take this plinth off first before we can pull the machine out. So normally these are just pressed in, so if I put my fingers here, there's a gap, I should be able to pull it out. Now this door may get in the way, we'll see. And of course there's usually a lot of crud that's built up behind. You're not supposed to see this on video, but never mind. It's just what it is, right? I'm sure everybody's house is the same. Okay. The door is just mounted on the front of the washing machine. That's the next pretty typical thing, look. Now if we need to, we might be able to use the door to help us get the washing machine out, but otherwise we'll just pull it from underneath, probably. Okay. So as we pull this out, we find that everything's on extenders. So we've got an extension lead for the power. We've got an extender here for the waste pipe. And I don't know if you can see at the back, there's actually an extender for the water feed as well. So it means we don't have to pull those connections off under the sink, which is always a bit of a pain if you have to do that. This is the water inlet pipe, feed pipe, and I'm going to disconnect it here. I could disconnect it at the other end where it joins that extension, but these connections are normally universal, so it should be possible to put this back on to the other machine just as it is. Now it's quite handy to have a bowl, and then we can run off the excess water into the bowl rather than having it run all over the floor. These are quite easy to turn usually. Now in here you'll find a rubber washer. Sometimes it's captive, sometimes it's free. All I would say is don't lose the washer. We just let that drain into the bowl. There's not much coming out actually, because we've turned it off under the sink, so it's a bit of a vacuum that holds it in the pipe. This is the washing machine waste outlet pipe. Now it goes into the machine. There's no thing we can unscrew here, so we have to disconnect it at the other end of this pipe. And similarly, there can be waste water in here, so watch out. It's quite handy to have the bowl ready. And here's another typical thing. Something's been sitting on the lead, squashed it flat. So then sometime you get an electrical fault, then sometime you call out an electrician, you know, all for the want of somebody making sure that they didn't have the machine on top of the cable. The cat has just gone under the cupboard. So we're searching for the cat now. Right, the cat's out. This one from this end then. Get the bowl ready. Of course, the washing machine itself can be full of water when we come to lift it. Oh, well, we seem to be in luck. Now there's a bit, when I tip it right down, we get a bit out. So this machine is ready to come out now. We'll haul this one away and bring the other one in. Okay, after a bit of lifting and cursing, so this is in. It's been in the garage, so it just needs a bit of a wipe over. The outlet is up here, but it will make no difference as long as the pipe's long enough. The inlet for the water's at the back here on my left, so hopefully the pipe that was already in the unit will just screw onto here. This came out of a fitted kitchen, so it's got this sort of connector on it for the supply, but somebody's been thoughtful and left a plug hanging about, so we'll just have to put this plug on. Now, cup of tea's on order. There's another gotcha here, and that is because the previous washing machine was fitted and it's sat lower, so we can't push this one straight in. We need to take this off here. Now I'm hoping when we've just removed this there'll be enough clearance, but I'm not certain. This packing piece here is held on just with a couple of screws. I'm hoping that with this in place the washing machine will slide under, because this is helping to hold this end panel on. Because this floor has been tiled and the tiles have been laid on a piece of board, which is what you'd normally do, to build up the height under the washing machine for the integrated washing machine, whoever did the fitting screwed this door underneath, which kind of makes sense. But it didn't give us enough height to get the new washing machine in, which is not fitted, it's freestanding. So we've had to take this out. Now the problem will come when they want to take this new replacement washing machine out. They'll have to lift it over that step, which is made up by the tiles, but there's no other way. We're not about to raise the height of this worktop, so it'll just have to be like that. Actually, we managed to find a piece of plywood which is about 7mm thick, and we've put that in there. Now it doesn't go all the way to the back, but actually we've found the floor rises 10mm towards the back anyway. Now unfortunately I've really made a shortcut there, and the next person to take that washing machine out is really going to curse what I've done, but I just need to get it done today. Before we push this washing machine in, I'm just going to turn the water on and check and make sure there's no leaks from here, because we don't want to be the ones having to pull this thing out, do we? It's one thing to curse somebody else, it's something else to have to curse yourself. Now that looks fine. I've just redirected the mains cable and the waste pipe to go around the back leg, because once the washing machine's fully pushed back, that's where the pipes will need to be. Oops. Well, it's in. Well, it's snug, but it's in. They're going to have to cut the plinth short, so it only sits under this cupboard, these drawers on the left there. But otherwise, I think that is job done. We did check the power as well before we pushed it in. It's been one of those jobs that's ended up being longer than we wanted, but I hope that was useful to somebody. Thanks for watching Haxby Shed.